Duck dog.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Got a different group of faces for the grand final coming up soon. All of VGJ. What's up, dog? I heard you guys lost on purpose that you could come join me on the couch. Is that true?
Whoa. Don't insinuate we were throwing or anything like that.
We lost on purpose not to be on this couch, but to play some cornhole outside, you know?
That's right. MSS knows what's up. Before we get started, though, rehashing the tournament, getting into the finals, we have something hype to show you.
Welcome everyone to the Beyond the Summit house. We're here. The summit is live.
My God, they had to work for that.
Damn, get hype, boys.
God damn, Kyle.
I'm
Damn!
10th anniversary of the summit.
Indeed. Well, the 10th summit, number X. And you know how we do things in LA. We're going to make that triple X.
Is that even
Vin
legal?
Diesel's coming.
I don't know if
Not
you want to
that
make a. I
kind of
don't know if you want to make a
triple
triple
X,
X summit, Kyle. That sounds a little. That sounds a little dangerous.
Where's your mind going? I'm talking about the Vin Diesel
Yeah,
classic.
seriously, man.
I mean, I don't know if you want to do that either. That might be worse. I've seen some of those films.
What's wrong? They got motorcycle
No,
jumps,
nothing wrong.
backflips, like everything a nice date movie night needs. How you doing, Jack?
Pretty good. You know, it's like an early Christmas present, you know, mid-December. Seems good.
What was in that speech? Actually, you know, maybe I should hear from you guys. How did Jack's speech work before that series? Because obviously the results weren't favorable, so.
How did
he,
it work, or what did he say?
Yeah, like, did he
Because
say
you know,
something that, like.
those are two different things, right?
It definitely did not work.
Yeah, it didn't work for shit. Thanks, Jack. You know, Jack just comes in. He likes to rally the troops. He's like, you know, listen here, boys. I'm your commander in chief.
Okay.
I'm running the show. Here's the plays we're gonna do this game. Here's the heroes you're gonna pick. Here's how we're gonna set up our lanes. Here's how we're gonna play the game. If you guys don't execute this, you get fined, and that's how I'm gonna run the show.
Is that accurate?
I think you're confusing me with clairvoyance to your left.
No. I'm sure what you did was adequate that series. I had nothing to do with it. Yeah.
Do you guys feel like, because I mean, there's a lot of unemployed freelance DOTA personalities, player, coach hybrids out there.
You're familiar with that, you know?
Yeah. Do you guys think that maybe like you should just replace Claire and Jack with one person that could do both jobs?
And if that person is a true American hero,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
even more value, right?
That's true.
Dear Lord.
We still got time, you know. We'll have a little chat afterwards, and
Yeah.
I'm sure we can work something out, you know.
Maybe you can just be like, Jack will be like a network exec. You know, you're riding off into the sunset to take your pension, but first you've got to find that mentee to hand your empire over to.
Is this a
Yeah, who's your
common
protege,
decision
Jack?
that network
In the
execs
DOTA
face?
community, who is your protege?
Yeah.
Who is my protege? I've never thought of.
Who's your apprentice, should I say?
I think that's you're giving me a little too much credit, man. Who could learn from a man with nearly triple-digit party MMR? I'm not sure. There's
You're right.
a
Probably
large
no
field
one.
of people that,
What's your MMR in life, though? That's the key. I mean, you speak 2 languages at least, so like that puts you ahead of the game for most Americans.
Yeah, but if you just suck at both, then it's
Yeah, it's true.
Oh man.
yeah, apparently not enough. That's why we're watching Fnatic and EG here in the grand finals.
Hey, all I can say is Shobu Liao.
Yeah, that's part of the Triple X summit that you have planned.
Dude,
Jack knows all about those triple X summits.
all I'm saying is you can have a lot of fun in a bouncy castle.
At the triple X summit?
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
All right.
We should sell tickets.
Tickets to this game
True.
that is in the draft with 2 bans from each side. We see the Shaker ban, a hero that destroyed us twice yesterday. So, you know, maybe they're like, I don't want to go out like VGJ did.
True. You like? What do you think about Fnatic banning Wyvern every game? What's the reasoning behind that? You think?
I mean, it's a hero we picked a lot, right? So it must be good.
True.
No, it's definitely a very strong hero right now. Like the movement towards some of these first picks right now is that you pick these team fighting, hard scaling supports that that have very strong relevance throughout the entire, you know, early, mid, late stages of the game. And Wyvern, you know, is one of those. It has very, very good lane pressure, lane shoving abilities, and yeah, he has the ability to team fight extremely well. So open pick, very powerful.
Is that a first ban Nyx from EG?
They want that techies.
That's true.
I think it might be more the Pugna Invoker, but
I
yeah.
actually am 99% sure
They're going for the
they're going for
they
that
were,
techies.
They were inspired.
Yeah.
For the last game.
I mean, I don't know about Mojo's games, but
Yeah.
Dude.
Kyle, I got some inside info on you for you on this. All right, so the other night, you know, EG were in kind of a rush to kick some ass because they had a movie to catch, right? Now tonight, EG has a flight to catch, so they're thinking, you know, we gotta make this quick and get on out of here, or we're gonna miss that flight. So
Wait, that's true.
the techies is very
7:30 flight.
very likely a
7:30.
possibility.
Yeah.
I could see it.
I think it's more likely it's EG wants to keep the Pugna and the Necros,
Yeah.
these types of heroes open. I actually thought Tiny might have been first picked. When we were playing against Fnatic, I wanted the first pick Tiny. My team talked me out of it.
What, dude? That was definitely the play because they just picked this.
Yeah, I mean, we
this
knew they were going to
denies
take it.
Pugna. Yeah.
Right? So the reason this hero's first picked right now, I mean, whether it's actually first pick material or not, is like people like these spellcasters, right? They like getting these Pugna, CMs, these types of heroes, and Tiny he's good against these spellcasters. He's tanky, status resist. He has like 2 disables to go through things like life drain, these channeling spells, and his laning got buffed with this new tree grab. So, you know, this hero was first pick for a while, right? When he was super OP. So if he gets a little of that back, this hero's pretty versatile. Universe plays it well in the off lane. I'm sure Envy can play it in the safe lane. Abed will play it mid.
Yep.
DJ will play it sub.
I just love it because you're saying exactly what I was saying when they picked Tiny against you, and I was questioning how you could let that happen.
I mean, we just wanted to see if we could play against it, you know.
Yeah,
Sometimes you got to make the battle an uphill battle.
True.
To reach the
Well,
top
it's
of the
about
summit.
the war, not the battle.
Exactly. You know, I'm playing for TI here.
True.
I don't know what Mojo's playing for. But
Yeah. No, that's
fun,
up to
guys.
debate.
Moses is playing for new nicknames. He's already got like 4. I'm just Kyle. Like, there's nothing you can do with it. Then you got a Reef, MSS, Mojo, Mr. Stout.
Dash, by the way, the dash.
the Bangladeshi badass.
You know what that dash stands for at the end of MSS?
What?
When the team implodes, he dashes the hell out of there. You know what I'm saying?
true.
One might suggest that he implodes it from the start. You know, he's actually the perpetrator.
He's
of
the
it all.
common factor.
I'm the one who starts the countdown.
Yeah.
I'm serious. All the viewers at home, go look at Mojo's Wikipedia page. Look through the teams he's been on over the years, and tell me one where this guy's not the common factor.
Damn.
Dear Lord.
For
No, guys, you know
context,
sometimes teams just disband. You know, you can't stop it.
Yeah, that's when you dash.
for context, he tried to
Just
explain
dash.
himself the other day, and he just said, oh, there's an implosion, and there's an implosion, and this kept coming
Dude.
up. So
Not just that. Look at that list, and how many of those teams like don't even exist anymore?
How many of those teams never existed in the first
You can't be
place?
saying I kill
There's a few of those.
organizations at this point. Come
I
on.
think I just did.
I mean, he
Very
insinuated it.
You've yet to provide a solid defense for your case here.
True.
I'm
Just a
starting to
coincidence.
doubt.
Just
Yeah.
coincidence. Man.
Yo, Claire's getting nervous over here.
Yeah,
I might
I'm
not
a
have
little worried.
I might not have a job.
Yeah.
This Mojo guy gets a handle of this team. Oh my god.
Yeah, you're my connect, man. You
You know,
gotta stay alive for
every
me.
LAN that we play at, that this team's still together after, that's a blessing. You know what I'm saying?
Feeling blessed right now.
I like the Weaver ban though. This is one of the best kind of carries you can put against an offlane Tiny and have him do well in the lane, and you're not really afraid of this guy getting pressured too hard.
Yep.
He's going to be pretty self-sufficient, right?
It's also good against Shadow Demon, right?
I really like the SD against Necro.
Yeah, it's
It's-
very strong.
It's really hard to play Necro with.
Fnatic's playing pretty well with this hero right now. I mean, basically their strat is, get some PA traps, get some illusions, get whatever, stall the game until late game,
Yep.
and then Envy's hero can take over to some degree. some Terrorblade, Spectre, late game shenanigans. That's where Fnatic shines, right?
Yeah.
Fnatic is never going to end the game before 20 minutes. But if you get to that 60 or 80 minute mark where the game's been thrown like 6 times, it's in the bag.
It's true. I mean, what was going through your guys' head as you dove past the tier 4s for the Pylai Die Tree, who his role in this team, of course, is just to be, I don't even know how to put it.
Gone on?
It's like the rabbit that like runs into the camp and just gets everyone to chase him.
I mean, I'm pretty sure, Snaking was like, yo, let's jump this tree. And then, you got to jump the tree.
That's how it went down.
Yeah.
I'm just a techie,
Yeah, Mojo's
chucking
like,
mines at the,
this kid's
at
like,
the
yo,
buildings,
I got my moon shard and my damage talent. They can't win a fight. They can't do anything, dog. It's over.
Boy.
This is basically what the VGJ comms are like.
I feel like you could have hit the buildings with that.
I mean, I think it's somewhere in there. I was like, yo, let's play for objectives, guys. Like, jump the tree.
I know that feeling.
It's pretty funny
Dude.
because it's coming from the Underlord as well, right? Like the Underlord with a blink. You're like, yo, let's jump this guy right now. Blink pit. That's the last person you would think it would come from.
I feel SVG's pain. Like, just years and years, I'd be on my team. We'd dive the base. We'd do something silly. And it's always my fault. It's like, this just shows how undisciplined Kyle's captaincy is. He can't stop his team from throwing. They don't understand the struggle.
Yeah, I mean, the struggle's real.
You're a bullfighter.
The struggle's real. This is why we have Jack. He's the real disciplinarian. People think it's me. Nah, it's the manager. Any Dota team, the manager, he's the last line of defense. And Jack is the ultimate last line of defense.
That's true.
Well, all I can say is, Kyle, if you're not disciplined enough to stop them from throwing, how can you coach someone like Mojo or Snaking? I just don't see it working out. Yeah.
I think I know how to connect with these players a little bit better than you do. I know how to speak the same lingo.
All right, this is getting rough. I like the Drow ban. You want to play these ranged high DPS physical heroes against Tiny. He's a 0 armor hero. He's clunky, slow mobility. He has to buy gap clothes. Drow lineups are very good against Tiny. Tree and Ranger bans, just 2 supports Fnatic has done well with this tournament. I'm still not personally convinced by the Tree, but the Ranger's definitely a hero DJ has showed up on, so bans make sense.
I like Kunkka because easy. I love the synergy with Necro. Necro's like the new DP. It's like a really strong laner, ton of self-sustain, can itemize pretty much however he wants. Kunkka is also great against the SD because you just boat or torrent on top of the disrupt. Good synergy with the CM as well, of course. Plus, it could be a core or support, theoretically.
Kind of a strange pick for EG, though. I have not seen them play Kunkka a lot, almost ever.
I haven't seen them play once.
Yeah, the only time I've seen this team play it was like when Zai was on it around, maybe that was when I was with them as well, Manila Masters, sometime around that era where this hero was like a 4 position, right? We don't really see Sumail play this hero a lot mid. Like, people don't play it in the side lanes, right? So we'll see what they want to do with it. But I would tend to agree. It's probably Crit's hero.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's a good illusion clear hero against Shadow Demon. Solid catch. Like, neither of their first 2 can really start the fight, right?
Yeah.
So Kunkka, the excellent one. But what happens when you throw a ship on Fate's Edict?
I don't know. What happens?
Nothing.
Damage.
Wow.
Countered.
Speaking of Fate's Edict, not sure how I feel about this Oracle as well as the Shadow Demon together.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's a pretty good Oracle game, individually.
Yeah.
But with the Shadow Demon, it's kind of weird.
Well, remember, this Shadow Demon, when they played it against us as well, this is DJ playing it.
Yeah.
And he plays it like a 4 spellcaster, max poison, run around, start fights, kill people, get in your face, get the stacks up.
Is this another TA game from Fnatic?
it might be, but
I can see it.
I mean, probably. They seem to just pick the hero for the traps.
Also, did you guys pay attention? Did Fnatic, who had choice in this game?
Probably,
Because Fnatic was choosing
probably
second pick.
Fnatic, I think. I don't, well,
They took second pick and they preferred Dire in the
yeah,
previous
it
series.
could be either. I don't think there's a way to tell.
Now they're first pick Radiant, so not sure if that's intended. Maybe they were just like, yo, we're playing Dire, we're getting TA against these noobs on VGJ, and that'll be it.
Yeah, that's what happens. I don't know. Sometimes you just, you lose to TA.
True. I bet did do a good job, though. He stacked top Ancients 6 times by himself in both games and just farmed him at 10 minutes.
The hero's incredibly obnoxious. These traps just cutting all your waves. Feels like you need a gem to deal with this hero, and he's not even really an invis hero.
Yeah. I feel like the hero, even if traps didn't do damage, would still be good.
Yeah.
And now he's just like, the utility you get from the traps is just nuts. Like all of a sudden, you're flash farming better than any other hero just because you took aggressive positioning for 30 seconds and placed 3 traps in 2 lanes.
The Bloodseeker is also a hero that does not play the best into Shadow Demon, especially a 4-position Shadow Demon.
Yep.
Because this guy can very quickly get nags in this game or something, right? And then you're multi-purge breaking this guy, and he loses his passive, he becomes a creep.
Yeah.
So, in theory, Shadow Demon actually has a very good chance to become strong this patch if people keep playing these cores, right? Like, on paper, he seems very strong. But I don't know, the hero just doesn't seem to work for a lot of people.
Yep. I like that they take the core. Like, the Kunkka theoretically could be mid. I don't think it will be anymore. It'll be Crit's hero. But I like that EG has their draft very open still. You could theoretically pick a hero for their 1 through 4 positions.
Yeah.
I ban out the Terrorblade. Like that choice. I think if you're a Fnatic, you get rid of TA, even though you have the SD.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Again, like with this SD Oracle, all of a sudden, like they might have the heroes to counter certain spells in the fights and whatnot, but if you look at their lineup, aside from the Tiny, they're very squishy.
Oh.
So their entry into this fight so far is like they don't have a direct initiator, especially if the Tiny doesn't have a good lane. So yeah, I'm a little bit worried for Fnatic's lineup right now, but Envy is like, the way he drafts is he never gets outscaled towards the end of the game. So he'll pick this TB knowing that he'll get countered by these nukes and lanes or whatever, but they love this style where they, we talk about their late game, right? They go deep into the late game where it gets pretty chaotic and the anime music kicks in and he excels at that. So it's how we play it.
They really...
There it is. The strongest hero in the game so far.
What's the pick now? I could see Sniper being
I was
real
thinking
interesting.
Sniper's good.
Yeah.
They don't have very much reach.
I
So
mean,
Sniper, Tinker, these heroes are all good options.
Tinker's also interesting. I mean, I think in general they're thinking, yo, Sumail, what hero do you want to go against lane to mid? And that's not the easiest thing, right? This hero's very strong in lane.
Yep.
Very long range, powerful nukes. So there's very few heroes that dominate him in lane and kind of give them the scale that they're probably wanting right now. And if they don't go that route, you definitely go some route of you want to play a very fast game, right? So EG's actually, I feel like they're a bit pressured on this pick because they kind of have to choose, like, you want some scale against this guy or you want to accelerate the game? And I think they want to accelerate the game, right?
It was pretty well. It was Sniper, TA, maybe a Clinks, right? There really weren't other options.
I mean, I was thinking maybe like a Puck or something, but the issue with going Puck here is who is killing this Roshan, who's taking towers, who goes high ground at 20 minutes when you want to, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of EG's game plan, I think, is like they can win a late game battle, but it doesn't really look like it favors them.
Yep. Who are you leaning towards? I feel like if EG gets their start, they win all their lanes and just snowball, they'll take this game just because they just do so much damage. I think the Kunkka is a lot easier catch than you guys were playing with in the games you had against Fnatic, where they have a easy X for all these heroes they're not buying BKB very early on. So theoretically they get ahead, they get level advantage, a trap, an X, like they're just gonna clean up.
The one thing is Fnatic, if the Lina and Tiny get fast Shadow Blades, for example, does X do anything, right?
Yeah, that's true.
It's like this is the thing about this is the thing about this Tiny hero. If he can ever start a fight on one of your supports, it's extremely hard to win that fight without it being like on a shrine with buyback, because you're taking a 5v4. You have to cast spells on this tanky frontliner who's already killed one of your controllers. This is the strength of this hero, right? You get fast Shadow Blade, you get that Echo Saber, Swiggity Swack, hit you with the tree.
Swiggity swoogity. Coming for the booty.
Swiggity switty.
Coming for somebody's booty, for sure.
I'm
Not
actually
gonna be mine.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the other way here. Sumail, they refer to him as the king of the mid lane. But, if you saw yesterday's games, Abed was the Kingslayer. He went 2-0 against Sumail in lane last night, and we might just see a repeat of that here. Templar Assassin is definitely one of those heroes to do it. So I'm gonna go with Fnatic just on that basis alone. Nothing else matters.
All right, what do you guys think?
I'm kind of leaning towards EG. I feel like they have the ability to snowball the lanes like very hard. They have this TA versus Lina, which is actually kind of like very skill dependent. But they have this Bloodseeker versus Tiny and this Necro CM lane.
Nobody wins.
Unless it should be Necro CM, which is very strong. Like it's Necro free farm.
Yep.
Medusa, I believe.
I just feel like EG, if they can snowball their lanes, are just going to take the game. Like, that's just how they win games. It's this sort of lineup where you have 3 cores. They're all favored. They can play all 3 lanes for the first 15 minutes of the game, and both supports with any of the core will land a kill on essentially any Fnatic hero. This is like 1+1 theory. You take a support, take a core, boom, somebody's dead. And it's just easy to play this way for EG. It's pretty much the only way they've been playing. And
it's kind of the downside of Fnatic's lineup. Like, we played this Oracle as well, and what I felt was the weakness of this hero in this patch is you can get caught in this position where you're constantly getting aggressed on, and you have to be the team that reacts, right?
Yeah.
Like, what Fnatic doesn't want to have happen is they're playing purely defensive, where they're basically playing Shadow Demon and Oracle purely for their save abilities, right? Like, someone that's gone on you, edict them. Someone that's gone on you, disrupt them, and you, like, okay, you're saving your guy, but you're not getting towers, you're not taking map control. You're just playing defensively, right? And it is kind of Fnatic's playstyle. They like to kind of neutralize the first 15 minutes, get to the point where their illusions and traps and whatever that clears the waves can take over. But Tiny's kind of the only person who can make a move or start a fight. And he might not have the best laning phase, right? Like, he's going against some form of Necro or Bloodseeker on the side lane. These are strong heroes. So
like
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it looks like they want Necro versus Tiny, and they want Bloodseeker versus Medusa. It should be favorable for them.
Yep. Is this the build that you like, this double mango on Dusa? I mean, he definitely expects pressure, right? Double regen and 2 mangoes.
I wouldn't think that's that good. Actually, the regen from the mango right now is actually really overrated in my opinion.
Well, it's for the mana.
Yeah, unless you have a really good reason to use the mana. And I would say, in my opinion, like Dusa in the safe lane, I'm not too sure if you want to actually just sit there with mangoes. Like, you're not going to be really turning fights, and you're going to have more or less enough mana to spam.
Oh, wow. They actually stunned the Disrupt by accident.
He got the courier, though, so that's a pretty big courier kill.
Yep. Doesn't that, like, lose the lane for Sumail?
Pretty much, yeah. I guess they're just leaving this Tiny solo. Kind of interesting. This dual mid. You don't really see dual mids a lot anymore. But he's probably thinking, you know, this guy got his courier snipe. If we burn his regen now, he's just screwed, right?
Surprised he didn't refract the initial stun. Just save some damage. And he's got at least another minute without courier.
I'm okay with this dual lane mid. I think that the way the meta progresses and like how you want to invest 2 heroes on the side lanes is purely for its competitiveness. Like, if the enemy puts 2 heroes, chances are you want to fight it with 2 heroes. Play the numbers game. I think that TA is one of those snowball heavy heroes right now that if she has a really bad lane, even with stacks, it's going to be a little hard to come back because she doesn't really offer you much throughout the game, especially in the early stages. She's kind of farming most of the time. So if you nullify that snowball potential, your Lina might just take over. So I'm not against this. I think this is pretty nice.
Yep, I agree. It's also one of the easiest ways to tilt Sumail.
That's true.
For sure.
That's true.
Yeah.
He's
Like,
at the bottom of the CS board.
Yeah.
He's getting dual lane mid.
Yeah, he freely admits like he gets tilted.
wants
He's like,
help.
I
He
don't
wants
understand why other two
I
people
mean,
in
I
my
guarantee
lane.
you right now in games, like, what is this guy doing
Yes,
mid?
why is this guy
Like,
mid, you know?
This is awful. Like, just give me the 1v1. Like, Abed's fucking dodging the 1v1. You know, he needs help. He needs babysit.
Sumail's very much like all about the honor of the mid lane. You know, it's like if the enemy mid takes help, it's like it doesn't even matter if he loses the game because it's like a good play. It's like, dude, he'd rather lose his lane and the game than bring 2 heroes.
Man, that's a deal breaker right there. You know, this is turning out to be a -25 game real quick.
I mean, Sumail's having a pretty bad time, but you know, fortunately for him, his side lanes are having a really great time.
I'm kind of surprised this Tiny's gotten like
Yeah, I
the
know.
CS start
I feel like he should have gotten nothing.
I'm not sure
'cause he
why
was
this
alone.
lane got shoved
Yeah,
so
he got
far
pushed
so
in, right?
fast.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Arteezy was shoving it because he thought
No,
SD
it
was
wasn't
going to be up
Arteezy,
there.
it was
Sumail?
Oh, that's
Sumail?
S4's
Oh, Sumail?
my God, I'm not sure.
Oh.
Yeah, it's for Necro.
All right.
Can't count out the king there, boys.
You can take out one king, but you can't take out the second king
King of the North.
unless it's Game of the Thrones.
This team does have 2 kings on it though.
True.
S4 is the King of the North, right?
I thought he was the Magnus son.
The son of Magnus?
Yeah.
I mean, he's the son of the King Magnus of the North.
That's
you know.
real. No one refers to him as the king of the north.
They did around the TI.
Obviously, Avery does.
No, when they won TI, everyone called
Yeah.
Alliance Kings of the North.
Yeah.
And he was captain, so that makes him like the king of the kings of the north.
He's the
Oh,
king,
that's true.
Yeah.
And he's the king of the kings of the north, son of
Dude,
the Magnus.
You know what's crazy?
king
is
of the Magnusons.
the most recent Song of Ice and Fire, aka Game of Thrones book, was out at TI3. And we're about to have TI8.
Yeah.
There's still no 6th book.
So what you're saying is George R. R. Martin is just a huge Dota fan. And to
Dude.
get some more books out, we need to stop hosting these events. 'cause
I don't
it's
know.
distracting.
He like takes offense when people get mad and like act entitled. It's like, hey man, dude, you built this epic universe. It's been 25 years. Can you please stop writing anthologies and bibliographies and doing tours? Just can you rewrite the book?
The body blocks, though. Would you have body blocked him better there, Kyle?
Oh
Yes.
my lord. That actually
I'm
got
just
the kill. Wow.
There's a trade-off, though, right? Sumail's getting pretty much dumpstered, but this Tiny is also not having the freest. Like, he's pretty sad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, this Tiny is the only tempo controller playmaker for Fnatic. Like, unless Lina is super farmed.
Yeah. I don't think you care about your TA too much at the moment.
Yeah, you
Because you
just-
can always, like, he's not needed to, like, snowball and win the game. You can count on your other 2 cores. They're going to do the damage necessary.
You got the bounty. That was worth.
I agree with that sentiment, actually. I think even though the TA is having a worse time than the Tiny, arguably, I think this Tiny is much more pivotal for Fnatic to be able to win this game than this TA is in order to be able to come back to this game.
Plus, Lina's a hero that even if you get ahead, as soon as TA hits 6, it's still a scary lane for you.
Yeah, yeah.
You,
She'll
you
pop.
don't you don't get so far ahead to where like now you're bullying TA the rest of the game. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't actually feel a threat from you.
Yeah.
I would agree, but what it will do is it will give Fnatic a large opening to shut down TA's fastest farming interval, right?
Yeah.
Like, this laning phase doesn't matter too much if she just goes and freely does Ancient for the next 6 minutes.
He gets the stacks.
But what it does is Fnatic might be able to prevent that, right? Because this TA is weak. They can run at her. They can ward up Ancients. They can outnumber her in small brawls, right? And then she's going to suffer even more.
True.
The other thing I like about it is we talked about EG wants to have a very strong laning phase, right? And if you kind of just put this situation where Sumail just he gets dumpstered in the first 5 minutes of lane, there's nothing EG can do about it.
Yeah.
It kind of takes them out of their element, right? They suddenly don't have all 3 cores just ahead of your 3 cores.
Yep.
Like, Fnatic can play around this Lina because this Lina is having a great start, right?
Yep. And in the meantime, I think, oh man, that's the 3rd time Envy's missed a snake on a hero. He keeps going for the extra damage instead of just the raw mana burn. And it's punishing his pool, as you can see. Another salve used on Artor, though. Holy crap. It's like the 3rd or 4th salve from this laning phase.
Ooh. It's probably not going to be a kill, but.
Oh,
right
damn.
on time.
That was
Nice
perfect
timing.
timing, actually.
These Novas, though.
Bloodseeker wants some blood right now.
I mean, it's so hard to finish kills down here, though, when you just have these 3 ranged heroes against Bloodseeker. They do get top tower. There's the Necro advantage coming through, but as we saw actually even in, I think, your first game, Necro is like, when you're playing against Shadow Demon Oracle, I feel like no matter how far ahead you get, you're always susceptible to just being killed off. Like, you don't have that, you don't have the same lasting power. Like, your items even that you purchase don't matter too much.
Yeah.
Because he's always able to purge the Shroud.
Shadow Demon is just very good. You have the nice amp, and you have the ult, right? The purge. Ghost Shroud just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it's important to note the recent change is what really took it over the top, right? Because
Just keep reapplying.
yeah, because the old SD, you know, you could disrupt the ulti, and you can also just purge this Necro. But if he didn't Ghost Shroud already, you know, he's still gonna be able to stay in the fights, do his damage with his Heartstopper, and, you know, be a huge presence. But right now, if he just caught out of position, you purge him. For 5 seconds, this guy's just a sitting duck. So, with that said, I still do believe in Necro as this Lina's about to fall.
Is she, though?
Ah, he's good. They're about to turn this one, dude.
DD, a wave coming up. Yep, she's dead. Bonus
die.
damage from the Shadow Demon plus the Lina DD.
So this is where I was kind of curious. Like, what was the purpose of the Kunkka pick? I do think it's a weird hero for EG to pick because I didn't really see the purpose and how they were going to set their lanes up. Like, Kunkka Necro, that strong a lane is the synergy super high. Like, it's not really a burst nuke for Necro ult. I mean, the catch is nice, right?
Yeah.
But I don't feel like Crits had the largest impact so far.
Oh my god, a huge snake coming through all 3 heroes, but don't know if it's going to matter. Just still in a lot of trouble. Envy might go down. He gets X back right in the face of Artur, but he actually dies to the Oracle. In the meantime, another snake hits everybody. Highlight Eye not quite with the mana pool to finish off any extra kills. Maybe he does have a chance otherwise.
Medusa's not really farming super well, but this is pretty normal for a Fnatic, I would think.
Sun just barely on cooldown there. If Pi hesitates, or sorry, DJ hesitates just a bit, maybe they land that kill. Do you think they should have this Necro down bottom rotating for these kills? Because they're not finishing Medusa. They're not going to get him now either. Like, you actually can't kill Medusa with an Oracle under tower.
I don't think they should overcommit the resources.
I agree, but I don't think the Necro should stay top.
Yeah.
I think he definitely wants to rotate bottom. Is he dead?
Yeah, he's a goner. It's pretty nice smoke. It's a big kill. Snowballing this Lina a lot. The issue with rotating Necro is you don't want to give this tiny a free lane to catch up, right?
No, you don't. But at the same time, if you're deep though.
Diving Medusa is difficult. Even though she's not the tankiest hero, it can turn on you fast because you're basically giving this hero more value out of her spells than she would normally get, right? You can get overextended on mana shield there easily. This Lina TP's in, you feed like 1 or 2 kills. Suddenly this game looks a bit more rough. So I don't blame EG for playing out the lanes the way they are.
I mean, the way Fnatic plays too is like, it's as if Envy, he wants to bring all the attention to him, right?
Of course,
Like,
yeah.
the way they play, he's just gonna catch up anyway. Abed's the one, the other 4, they're gonna make some plays, they're gonna make some space. This guy, he doesn't care how much farm he gets in the lane phase.
No, that's the EE way.
Yeah.
Boy's a beast.
Who's the best player?
In this game?
Is that the end of the question?
He doesn't I
feel you.
The best player.
The best player to ever play the game, or the best player currently?
You answer the question however you want.
Well, some say Michael Jordan, but I say LeBron James.
LeBron James, the king.
It's a tough question. I mean, I'd probably say based on results, it's probably Miracle, right? You're going purely by results at tournaments.
Right. What about in the house right now?
In the house? I mean, it might be Jack. Like, his solo MMR is pretty high. I know the party's sinking it, but this man's a monster.
True. True.
I mean, he's got the highest pub count, that's for sure.
He's pretty much the Jerry West of Dota 2.
Is he?
Yeah.
I suppose he is. I mean, we don't have a Golden State Dream team yet, but
if you were gonna put if you were gonna make a Dota 2 logo that was based on a person, like, I feel like it'd be a Jack.
All right, I'll believe you on that one.
right. Speaks volumes on that subject.
Oh, unrelated, but man, we have got to find a basketball court in Vancouver.
Yeah, we do. You're right. You're right. So I can go and embarrass myself some more.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to keep playing against Jack.
Did you know I talked so much trash and that Jack guy 13-0'd me on the court?
Really?
Yeah,
It's pretty
that
embarrassing.
guy,
That's
honestly.
really
I mean,
embarrassing.
there's a reason they call him the ankle snapper. Like, you don't want to get on the tarmac with that boy. He'll
Dude,
do some permanent damage, you know.
Not gonna lie, I was a little over myself for sure. You know, I saw his stature from a distance and I said, yeah, there's no way that man plays basketball. But you'd be surprised.
What's that mean, bro?
Oh, I don't know, man. You know,
You judging the book by its cover?
that's exactly what I did. Yeah, I spent a lot of time on the chair and in the kitchen.
You can see here the issue though with the how are they addressing this TA? He's already caught up to the Lina. The dive coming in mid, the rupture as
big
well.
boat.
Out of the boat.
Lina's in a lot of trouble. Is he ruptured? No, it's Shadow Demon. He's going to go down to the scythe. They get a freeze off the Oracle ulti just in time to possibly save Abed, but that just gives more speed to
He's gonna die.
boy Artur.
Oracle didn't heal him.
TA chasing the Tiny. He's going to go right into a trap. Poor Universe. Say it ain't so.
Wait, but that's just space for your boy Jackie Mel.
Suddenly, this game looks very one-sided.
Yep.
Yep.
This is how fast EG plays. Like, they take these one small skirmish where they outnumber you. You lose 4 heroes, you lose a tower, you lose Roche control
Guys,
against TA.
look at the TA's number.
Yep.
Yeah.
He got dual lane, and now she's the highest number.
That's just
That's
king
the
back
life.
to the top.
That is the king,
The king,
right
the
there.
Yeah.
king is dead. Long live the king.
She has a blink now. She's gonna put some traps.
Yeah, but think how rich this TA would be if they didn't do that.
Oh, that's true. She would be like.
She'd be like 10K by
She
now.
would be like 5 digits.
She'd have a divine rapier or something. It's like.
Oh my! Oh, look at that juicy stack.
But you know, it's really interesting the value of like the mind games that goes with the drafts as well as picks. Obviously, the game is a lot reliant on execution, even at the highest level play like this. But you know, you look at this game and you look at the lineups that Fnatic and EG had against each other like a few days back. There was like a Drow lineup that EG had with like a Puck Invoker cores with the Drow, and it came to a point where they couldn't break like a certain Dragon Knight or something like that in the fights. You look at this game, the Fnatic has like a similar setup. You know, they have these squishy cores in the sense that like they don't really do that much. I mean, the Tiny is not pretty tanky and so is the Medusa, but the way they aggress on the map, like if they don't have a good laning phase, they're very slow. So the way they initiate in these fights with these like Shadow Demons, Oracles, it's probably not going to happen, which means that EG, if they have some of these similar form heroes, they're going to be able to just take the fights like this.
Really well set up. Becomes a huge boat. You're not killing Necro anymore. The CM ulti is going to pop as well immediately. Eternal Envy is down for the count. This dive is just... Can you stop this? I don't think you can. They're going to get Pylai Die out safely, but of all the players to escape unscathed, you really don't want it to be Pylai Die.
I mean, this is what I'm talking about when I say they have to kind of play reactionary.
Yep.
EG runs 5 heroes at your Medusa. You have 2 save supports, but you can't take the fight because you're just getting aggressed on.
Right.
Like, there's no turn potential.
Yeah. No deterrence, no damage.
They also have
lackluster
the weaker
aspects.
Yep.
Yes.
That's the issue in Universe, you know, the games he played against you guys, he was ahead. He was able to control the tempo of the game and just play with DJ. But this game, your supports can't make any moves independently, and Universe is behind. So, like, what actually makes things happen? Yeah, the TA is behind, but Lina, like, he's not enough. You can't actually stop TA. Nothing can.
Right. I mean, this Shadow Demon dual mid, basically, it did not pay off, right? Like, this game probably looks better if this Shadow Demon is playing with the Tiny.
Yeah, I feel like they should have enabled him.
Yeah, the price was too high. Tiny was definitely their tempo maker, and they were kind of all in on it.
For EG, the price was right.
Yeah.
Oh, he's stealing the stack.
It's true. It's true.
And that's, I think you take that kill on Artur just to get the Ancients. This is the beauty of Bloodseeker. I think the new EG, a little bit better just because Artur seems to be more willing to come off the bench, so to speak, unlike Mello, where he accepts, like, you know, S4's one a TI. Oh, they're going to kill mid, perhaps. Envy's in trouble again. Gets X back. Does he not have ulti? He doesn't. I feel like he should have skilled that.
Yeah, you see what you see the item he has queued up?
Blade Mail?
Yeah, I don't know if that's the game-winning item. I feel
He
like
can run in the Rupture, though.
That's true.
That's true, actually.
The thing is, he can get Rupture X, he can run, and then when he gets X back, this Bloodseeker is instantly dead, right?
Yeah, I guess.
EG have so many aggressive options on the map. Even with this Kunkka being somewhat of a lane liability early on, like it's way past that point. All these like cores from EG just run at you. These Linas, these Shadow Demons, these Oracles are just they're honestly afraid to show themselves on the map even. You know, at this point, you know, you're entering the slow bleeding stage, which Fnatic is traditionally known to come out of alive. But
exactly.
Yeah, at this point,
this is right bleeding. Where Fnatic wants to be.
Yeah, yeah.
Envy's about to enter the zone. The only thing that would make me think Fnatic's going to win this game more right now is if they were already down to racks.
Yeah. All right, if you say so.
I mean, he thrives off this shit, man.
That's true. That's true.
You've played with Envy,
This is
Mojo.
just a normal game. This is just a normal game.
You know this position, right? You were in this position a lot over your career. Game's looking grim.
Yeah, but isn't that usually with the difference between E and Mojo is, you know, Mojo, that's when he takes the opportunity to just dash, right?
That's true.
I dashed out of that team real quick, bro.
E, he fights on, you know, he perseveres.
Oh,
now he has the ult, but will it save him?
That
boat damage.
Yeah. Oh, Tiny had the shot alert, actually. This might be where the game turns.
Yeah, is this where the game turns?
I don't believe so, but
yeah,
but it could be.
You gotta give some.
It's all about the possibilities.
You gotta give some hope to that.
So one thing, for example, Fnatic's very good at doing in this position is getting on the opposite side of the map in cutting waves.
Oh yes, Envy.
They are the masters of this, right? So you can already see, like, there's almost 3 heroes in the river on the other side of the map, even if they're losing a tier 2.
Yep.
So the aggressive positioning is still good, and what it does is their net worths, you know, they're gonna lose a little over the next few minutes, but not as much as some other teams would.
Yep.
They're very proactive at maintaining what they can get out of the map, even in a losing position.
It's something I think if you wanted to study, I think Liquid's the best at it. I think a big part of their TI7 win was their...
I mean, Miracle's very strong at
Yeah.
knowing where to be on the map and maximizing the pressure
Yeah, dude,
that his
They
farming
mirror.
shows.
I would call it mirroring, where you know, if you can't fight, you let them go to one side, you take the other. But it's
Yeah.
all about predicting movements. It's a lot harder. You got to play more of on a knife's edge because, God forbid, they do show up in your area of the map, like we just saw Envy. Like there's no counterplay.
Yeah, that's right. I
There's
mean,
no save.
as Avery said, like this Miracle guy, for example, you leave this guy alone for like a minute or two, he will come out with a lot more than most other players, and it's really surprising because at this level, a lot of players will have these farm patterns and where they want to be, map orientation, all these things down pat, but it's also in line with how you operate with your team. But you know that aspect you mentioned, Kyle, of like Liquid, how they persevere and maintain the difference while they're behind even. I haven't even seen that Liquid in a while, man. It just looks like lately all I've seen Liquid is just being dominant from the early. Like I've never seen them behind in a long time, really.
I mean, it's, if you knock the guy out in the first round, doesn't matter if you're an endurance fighter.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Unfortunately, I'm surprised he didn't get the blade now off before he died.
Yeah, he had a lot of time.
Surprised that
Nice
was.
dodge, though.
Is this a play?
Ooh.
A toss
Nice
back.
signals here, though.
Well played by Uni, but unfortunately he's going to go down to Sumail. And as you can see, like this is just the TA versus Lina. Like we brought up Sniper, probably because I thought EG had enough self-respect to not go back to the TA. But at the same time, if it ain't broke, pick it.
This Templar here, honestly, she's just so easy to play and so exploitive. Like, so many teams always believe, and even me to an extent, like, I think this hero is not that broken because she'll never take over a game or carry for you directly, but she snowballs so hard, and it's so hard to move around the map against this hero.
Interesting.
It's the hood purchase paying off.
The X though. Like, this is the problem. This is Kunkka in a nutshell right here. Like
Yep.
it's so good against Medusa. You just keep bringing him back. Sumail's in now. They're on a shrine, however.
The
The
shrine.
disrupt goes down. Arteezy blade mail pop, and yeah, he's just dead. Medusa is so hard to play. I love Kunkka against Dusa for this reason. The damage reduction against like the Gyro Dusa was just
That's
you know
very
that
strong.
Those heroes just
yeah.
Yeah.
Like that was VP, right? You go Gyro, we pick Kunkka, and there's no real way for you to take a fight because we just fight through the flak. Deuce is the same. Easy lockdown as well when you're a support. Even if he gets the ult off, you have like 5 or 6 seconds of disable.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's been a while since we've seen Jaro. Good hero.
Yeah, Val kind of, took the old nerf hammer to his face.
Yeah, we were winning some games with that hero, and then boom, straight to the dumpster.
Yeah, we used to play that hero, a couple of games here and there. It's unfortunate, man. It'd be really nice if it could come back at sometime soon.
Maybe the next
Week or so.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe like within the next few days, if there's like this, slight, here you go, a couple AGI, something like that. I don't know.
Well, I mean, from this position, it's more on EG, I think, and their movements than it is anything Fnatic's going to do. Expect Roche to fall probably next 2 minutes. Universe with the Shadow Blade, but man, this is a different Tiny game when you're playing against the TA versus having it because you just take so much damage from all 3 of EG's cores. It's so hard.
No TP on this
No
boy.
TP on Pile, I die.
This man's just tanking Rupture, just allowing his course to farm.
I like that, the walk away.
Yeah,
You're not
how
even worth my time.
disrespectful. That man should be fined.
Yeah.
How disrespectful.
I mean, I'm sure,
Nice timing.
there was some lag or a pause that caused him to walk away there.
Yeah.
I'm sure Arthur is not that bad manner.
Yeah, he doesn't just like disconnect from games without typing anything, when it's
Yeah,
just.
of course.
Yeah, no, he's a very mannered person.
I mean, I've
Think of the
seen
kids,
his-
man. You gotta be role models.
Yeah, I've seen Arthur's conduct summary. It's immaculate.
I find that hard to believe.
So do I.
You just said it.
I still find it hard to believe.
Man, I don't know. Like Envy Blade Mail into Lincoln's. What does anyone play carry here?
Yeah, but this is his classic build, right? He's been doing this for over a year, during the time that Medusa wasn't picked, and he actually popularized the Medusa pick because of this innovation, so to speak. You know about the other one that's going on right now, right? Raving around pubs, the Arc Warden Blade Mill.
I mean, the idea is there's pretty much no 1 or 2 items he can build that's going to output enough damage to turn the fight. But maybe if he runs in there and tanks enough spells, his Tiny and Lina with an amp can turn the fight, right?
I mean, he's just trying to think of like ways to make his hero the most useful.
Right.
Thing. Like,
It's all about the efficiency.
yeah, I don't think him having a Mask of Madness and trying to like farm his way back is. I don't think that's possible in this game.
Yeah.
So just like tank up, output as much damage as possible. Blade Mail allows him to do that.
Yeah, I mean this Medusa hero, honestly, unless she like defeats somebody hard 1v1 by like a counter pick or something, she's not gonna be able to create space for herself. So she kind of has to just take a lot of space. And a lot of these heroes right now, like these Arc Wardens, Medusas, these hard carries that scale deep, they need to find a way to create some space, whether it's by fighting with the team or just again dominating the lane. So in this game, in this case, I agree. Like there isn't a single item that would change the outcome of this so much, like the scenario where he is right now. But I would say Blade Mail does give him some stats that he's looking for.
Or wave cutting. I like the X to clear the wave bottom. It's a pretty nice abuse of the spell that people very easily forget about. TPing someone to well to get items, TPing them to defend a tower.
Bottles filled. It's nice.
I don't think he got, or he did get Fates off. He might be alive. Oh, he died. I couldn't tell if he had Fate still on him or not.
The thing about this Lina build, by the way, he's got Yule's BKB, which is nice, but TA still 2-shots him. And in truth, TA is actually just going to 2 or 3 shot pretty much everybody with the DOTA. No one has more than the armor required to not drop the negative. Minus 14 with the Meld Strike, or minus 15 with the Meld Strike, plus Deso.
I mean, I would not be surprised if VG tries to go high ground off a pick in the next, with this Aegis. They definitely have a potential timing with this Bloodseeker BKB.
Yeah.
So here's the smoke for it, right? You want to get this core pick, you want to go high ground, you want to force a buyback.
They even Ags already?
Yeah, that's Necro the Jack.
This Necro had free farm, he took a tower solo, he's living the life, the undead life.
He's been lifting for some time. Boy's a beast.
By the way, you said scale deep.
What?
This phrase didn't bother anybody else?
Scale deep.
What is scale deep
into a late game.
What are we, like diving in a pool or something?
Take your mind out the gutter, kid.
I wouldn't even go in there.
Yeah, alright.
Can you scale shallow? I don't know. Yeah, this Deuce doesn't look too tanky when she's just out in the open.
One might say she's not scaling deep right now.
She's scaling pretty shallow.
Yeah,
she has a lot of scales, but they ain't deep.
Yeah, she's tiptoeing
No
the
deep
pool.
scaling for this hero.
So is this what it's like? It's like a member of VGJ. I can get used to this. This is cool.
Yeah.
I'd love to get.
Anytime,
I'd love
bro.
to get deep with you guys.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm out. Yeah.
I don't know about
that's
that
all,
one.
That's all
but-
Mojo,
I mean,
man.
like, you know, let's talk about the meaning of life while we kill some time.
Oh, that kind of deep. All right.
Yeah.
I got you.
What are you talking
I
about?
don't know, bro. There's some weird implications on the couch.
I mean, I can answer for one of my guys here. I don't know too much about the meaning of life, but I know Mojo after this is gonna go treat himself to a nice episode of anime.
Dude, what?
Mojo, which one gets released today, bro?
It's Attack on Titan, right?
Oh,
You already know.
I mean, the
guessed
fact
that
you
one. I was
answered-
right.
The fact
Yo.
you even answered that question
Yo,
is just,
I'm actually
it's
hyped
just
right now. Can
depressing,
this game
honestly.
get over with?
I thought you were all about the cornhole. What happened to that?
I mean, I can do
Are
both.
you kidding me? This
I can
man's...
do it. Put
All
that
right.
shit on my phone.
Here's what you need to know about
Cornhole in
Mojo,
my
right?
right hand. Phone on my left hand.
Here's what you need to know. This man cannot go more than 15 minutes
Come on, bro.
without watching anime or playing some kind of video game.
True, that's true.
15 minutes.
I don't know what this man's talking about.
Already twice on this panel, Kyle, he's brought out his Switch. You didn't even notice it. You didn't even notice it. He was playing some Switch games while you were watching this stream.
Dude, that's why Nintendo's making bank. It's just perfect for anybody.
There's like a million Wii Mojos in the world.
Yeah.
Not that they don't make
I mean,
quality
there's
products.
none
I'm
quite
just
like
saying.
the Bangladeshi badass sitting on my left, though.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, these kids don't know how to count their blessings. You see how they talk about tournaments. You know, like when we come into Summit and we, past the group stage, ended up in the winners bracket. I had Mojo literally going there like, oh, yo, this is gonna be like this amount of anime episodes or this amount. It's gonna pay for this.
What are you talking about, dog? First of all, that was Yawar. Okay, Yawar. After we won like each group stage game, we get $1,000 for the team, right?
Yeah.
So it's essentially around like $150, $200 for each player.
Yeah.
And this guy was like, all right, I just gotta win four games to buy a new pair of Gucci's.
Oh, you already
know. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I hope you're listening out there, buddy. You shallow kid.
Look, man, you can't put a price on being fabulous.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but the fiscal responsibility, Kyle.
fiscal-
Where is it? Where is it these days?
You have, dude.
fiscal responsibility.
These
Kids-
Dota players are just throwing their money away.
Dude, you kids have to educate themselves on their fiduciaries, all right?
Holy Lord.
People thinking about Gucci versus Prada. We're over here just thinking Roth IRA versus 401k,
Exactly.
cryptocurrency. Maybe we just put all that shit in a mattress.
Some 5% yield bonds. I mean, what?
Holy
That's
Lord.
a
The
that's a
opportunities
miracle
are
if you can
endless.
get
I'm
that.
all about the municipals.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, Mojo just crank out that anime episode, bro. This is
Look,
getting a
I'm
little
just
too
saying, you got to
serious.
put this money away, because your Dota career could come to a crashing halt any day.
Yeah, maybe one of these days you try and dash, Mojo, and there's nothing left.
Exactly.
Like all the teams.
Or maybe you dash in front of a car, and your wrist is broken. What are you gonna do?
True.
You can't sell those Gucci
Man,
pants.
that's a nightmare right there.
Oh, okay,
Never thought of
MSS.
that.
You're talking about a nightmare.
This is
This is
the
a classic battle.
the ghost ship nightmare for Fnatic right now.
So here's my question, MSS. You got to give up one thing: 3 fingers or your taste buds. Which one go? You get to pick the fingers.
I get to pick the fingers?
Yeah.
I mean,
I definitely will keep the taste buds. Like, what kind of
No,
question?
Mojo, you gotta evaluate this properly.
Like,
If
I
you
like-
lose
what
your
the
fingers.
what is the point of keeping your taste buds? You literally just put hot sauce on everything anyway.
Okay, yeah,
It's
you're right,
literally
you're
all
right,
tastes
you're
the
right.
same.
That's true, right?
Yeah.
This guy was eating
think like that.
spicy crawfish in China. This soup is
I mean, that show is
literally
delicious.
bright red.
Yeah.
It's molten lava, and
I'll
he's
tell
gonna
you-
keep his taste
I'll tell you
buds.
right now, I went straight to the bathroom in
Yeah.
like 10 minutes, but it was the best crawfish I ever had.
I mean, also bear in mind, like, if you remove your fingers, never mind Dota, you won't be able to play your Switch again.
Yeah, you think of this?
Actually, wait. You said any finger, right?
Yeah, but 3 out of
3
5?
total? 3 total?
3 total.
Bro, you ain't playing Jack with 2
I mean,
fingers.
you can get a ring of your ring, right? Actually, no. Fuck the taste buds. I just need
It's
nutrients.
that easy.
right?
It's that easy.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you just do too much with your hands. Like,
You watch anime with your hands.
That's true.
I mean,
Play
unless-
video games with your hands.
What else do you do with your hands? You can do
Scale
so many things
with your hands. You know what I'm
You
saying?
can do a lot with your
hands.
Hold up, all right,
Dude.
you know.
Is that too abrupt for the panel? Am I gonna get fired? Looking over my shoulder here.
Dude, this is the summit, all right?
EG's got the
Yeah,
top
but this
3
isn't
net worth,
the
guys.
triple X summit.
That's
you know?
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't know.
Maybe we wait for the 10th iteration to go real deep. You
Yeah,
know?
that's those Dota games are gonna be scaling real deep.
Dude, we are now. Maybe we should move the house. We go down to like the San Fernando Valley. I hear the
Yeah.
weather's great down there.
That was pretty nice.
Oh,
Wow.
immediate. Oh, that's not the play. CM dead to the snake. In the meantime, a purge directly.
No shroud. There's no. You can't shroud.
those are some nice picks.
Is that the
Was
beginning
that
of the end?
Was that
I
a
think this is the
Fnatic
beginning
good
of the end.
play or?
So this is the part in
Yes.
every Fnatic
Yeah,
game
yeah.
where you look at it and you're like, this game is over in the next 5 minutes.
Yes.
And that is exactly why this game's going to go on for another 30.
In Fnatic games, every kill, it results in a plus X amount of minutes in the game. Those 2 kills, there's an extra 20 minutes to this game. So get your seatbelts buckled up, run for a ride.
Like, if you don't think this gold graph is going to go even another 3 times,
You don't know
I don't
any
know.
Dota.
You don't know Dota,
Yeah,
period.
yeah.
I don't know
You don't
what you
know
think is
Fnatic.
going on. Look, this man is baiting everything.
I like the Hex pickup though. I think that's going to be crucial because he just
Yeah.
kills Lena all game with it. And Ben,
Oh,
That's another
my
5 minutes.
Lord.
SD
That's,
Tiny, bank it up.
Oh man, I'm starting to worry for EG here. You know,
I mean,
this,
Fnatic's
I'm
just,
sure-
they're very good at getting out on the map, getting far, making things happen, even when they're behind.
Yep.
This is their strength as a team, in my opinion.
They haven't gotten second roast yet, right? I feel like that is the pivotal point in this game.
Yep.
I feel like they need to go high ground with this.
I mean, I would say the fourth Roshan is when
the
this
fourth
game's
time.
really going to be decided.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
second one is the critical one because that's what's going to allow Fnatic the foothold to get to the 4th Roche.
yeah, but
Yeah,
what about the third roast, guys?
Yeah, actually, yeah. The second rush is important because that makes EG go into their base
True.
to allow them to throw, and Fnatic will get some kills. That's where the real game begins.
I like that line of reasoning.
Honestly, Fnatic, they want EG to get the Aegis.
Ags, Lena, thoughts? I guess the SD buff and Ags ulti is going to do a lot of damage.
Maybe his reasoning is like, this Blood Seeker goes in there, Blood Rages himself BKB.
Yeah, maybe you can
You
pop
just,
him.
you just look good at him. Right?
Yeah.
DJ's doing such a good job. He's almost always getting these disrupts off from the scythe universe. You can just look at where he's positioned on the map. There's shoving waves. Look at Envy. He's just farming the enemy jungle, no problem.
They always want to have some form of pressure on the enemy, right? Be it lane push or them farming some jungles. Alright. This is where the game begins, boys.
Here's the second of 4 Roshans that will fall this game. More X backing.
Butterfly.
For the
They got
defense.
some big item combos here as well.
Yeah,
so
they
that was
do.
pretty much 6 solid too. So
I like the Aegis going to the Bloodseeker. It allows him to play more aggressively, run in. He'll be the one that goes down. And then you have Sumail just pretty much playing this assassin style, get the Hex, get the kill on somebody.
Yeah.
The Lina is really the target, though. First, the supports. That's the benefit of the Fnatic lineup. They can play so far back with behind their 2 range cores. And you need to kill them if you want to actually finish off somebody in the duration of that Hex.
Oh, they're treating this high ground push with a lot of respect.
Well, this Tiny's not TPing back, so he's going for the trade as per usual.
This is very good, right? This is what you want to do when you're behind. You want to make the enemy have to choose, or you want to split their attention.
Oh, bro, they want this. This Tiny's about to take top, boys.
He has
Oh, they
buy,
got
though.
both supports, though.
They
have
have
buyback,
buy.
right? Okay, the SP has buyback.
Tiny's
What's happening
hitting
top,
top.
guys? Alright.
He's getting some damage in.
I mean,
Getting the
Tiny
tier
does a
3.
lot of building
this is
damage, guys.
where Fnatic wants to
Oh,
be.
yeah. They're slowly TPing back one by one. He got the tower.
You got to kill.
Wow.
Wait, did EG even get the tier?
No,
tier
they did not.
Oh.
Great BKB. He does not get the Hex onto the... he gets the
Nice
something.
disruption.
My play-by-play needs work, guys. In trouble.
He gets the something.
Gets the scythe off on the Lina. Refraction comes up just in time, but Sumail's going to go down.
Oh, this game is getting real interesting, boys.
Wait, aren't you the play-by-play?
Me?
What's going on?
I know, I'm sorry. I'm working on it. Oracle's in some trouble. Pylai Die probably going to do what he does best. Oh, damn, that shit's from downtown. The Disrupt is safe for just a few moments. The Edict comes off, but he's going to go down anyway. DJ spamming out onto this Necro. He's in a little bit of trouble. Envy running in as well. Still full mana.
Oh,
Has his
no,
ultimate
man,
prepared. Gets hit off. He's blade mailed, not ruptured. I think that's on cooldown. BKB now picked up from Universe thanks to the go from the tier 3. He's going to chase down Crit. Another, what's it called? The W, the Soul Catcher. So much bonus damage.
So
This
does
might be
anyone
too-
else remember when Kyle was like, oh, second Aegis, this is where EG ends the game.
I didn't
like,
say any
they have
of that
such
shit.
a nice
Yeah, we
item,
don't talk.
butterfly, BKB.
This fool. This fool.
Dude,
Meanwhile, I'm over here,
You're
I'm
actually...
playing
this
8D
is so...
chess, the
Dude,
4th Roshan. I already know it's going to go to 4th Rosh.
I get all this shit for backtracking. Because apparently TwitchChat doesn't realize that games can change when people make mistakes. And here you are, rewriting history just to throw me under the bus.
Somebody's got to go under the
I
bus.
dare say, neither teams have really made mistakes thus far. They're just playing out the game of Dota, perfect
What the heck
fashion.
are you
and-
talking about, dog?
Oh man, this
I
is
mean, look
just
at the
exactly
TA
how it
net
was
worth.
progressed to be.
This is different. This is a Sumail TA, all right? This is the original. This ain't some knockoff Yawar Hassan.
Whoa, hold
This
on.
is the
my
man
boy Yoar is
himself.
No knock.
The king versus the prince.
Well, there was an odd triangle equation here. What happened was Abed beat the king. The king slayed Yoar yesterday, and Yoar actually pretty much owned Abed today, I'd like to say.
Yep.
So we got that going for us.
So what you're saying is the mid lane is just, it's pretty random, or what?
No, it's an entirely luck-based thing, That's what it is. Much like Dota, much of it is just luck-based.
I really like Sumail's items here, though. I think that Hex is just core on TA. I don't think you ever want to skip it.
And the
for
problem with this hero
low
is
damage.
like she peaks, right?
Yes,
Like
very
she's
hard.
slowly she's slowly falling off.
She has the sheep now too, right? At the end of the day, providing her disables with this level 25 refaction, all these things, she still can't close out the game alone.
Yeah. I mean,
so.
look at Jackie Mal, boys. He's climbing those.
He's got
numbers.
Scotty.
Yeah, he does have Scotty. I mean, honestly, if I were to put my money on this game, I'm pretty sure Fnatic's gonna win.
I mean, if they get the 4th Rosh, it's
I mean,
over.
no,
It's actually over.
All I can say is at the very start of this game, I remember the 3 of you going with EG side on this one, and I said,
I don't recall that.
I never.
I said,
I don't recall that.
I never even gave a prediction.
Holy
'cause I'm a
Lord.
smart man,
Dude,
number one.
You want to hear Sumail's prediction was whoever wins game 1 takes the series. So there's a lot on the line here.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because EG has a flight to catch, right? If they lose game 1, they have to throw it out.
That's
too.
true.
yeah. I mean, Fnatic's just playing the long con here, right? They're actually just picking all these heroes to prolong the series as long as possible. Eventually, EG might not be able to play a game 4 or game 5. And
They're playing for the airplane
yeah,
pressure.
that's right. That's some strong pressure.
It is.
The weird thing about all this is EG's flight is like 1 hour or something like that. They can literally drive over
Yeah,
to
it's
the
literally 40
destination.
minutes.
Yeah.
You need to take an Uber or something. Hop on a bike.
But that's worst case scenario.
Do you agree with the choice to go Butterfly here on our tour? I feel like EG is just lacking some team fight items. Like, don't you want a Crimson Guard against Alina Medusa on somebody? I don't care who buys it. I'd say Bloodseeker is a likely candidate, but
I wouldn't. I think the Crimson Guard would actually be nice, but there are a couple purges on the side of Fnatic, and I also think that it wouldn't make sense for Bloodseeker to buy it. I would say the
This man had the Ags.
Yeah.
Alright, this game's over. This game is actually over.
Yeah, once they get the
Yeah, I'm
fourth
pretty
rush
sure.
on.
Yeah, like once you get the 4th Roshan, and then they're
Guys.
gonna farm the map, right? They're gonna get the 5th one.
You keep
With
talking
the
about this
Aegis and the
4th
cheese.
Roshan, but what happened to this 3rd Roshan, guys? What happened
Aegis
to
is
this
gonna
game?
get
I mean, the
Denied
3rd
on
Rosh
account.
is irrelevant to us.
Yeah, who
It-
cares
irrelevant.
about the
Yeah.
third Roche?
Yeah.
Yeah, like this refresh charge not gonna do anything.
What does third Roche do?
it's sort of like I was gonna say the 3 position, which is why MSS stopped playing it, because it's all about that number 4.
Alright, that's true. That's true. You can't run a 3-position tech
Oh,
easily.
Another
disruption.
He saves.
That
Well,
dead CM.
This Bloodseeker has
The
turned
per-
into a creep, boys.
Yep, he's got no thirst anymore. That
He has
purges
no
through
Aegis
BKB.
anymore,
The
but he does
Ags
have a
ulti after Blade
basher.
Mail fades.
Bash him.
Oh,
Another
he has
purge.
become a creep again.
I mean, this game is actually.
Actually,
I think it's over.
I don't think this Bloodseeker can play Dota anymore. to be
Yeah,
honest.
he can't. He runs in, he gets Ags purged. What do you do?
The problem is you can't kill this Shadow Demon fast enough because there's an Oracle. This is where the double save supports are coming in.
Yeah, they complement each
Yeah.
other, honestly.
You can't like just burst the Shadow Demon. Oh my!
Oh,
This
my
man is on point.
guy.
DJ Dota. Will they get him? The boat is gonna whip, but I think
Envy
he
might
might
be good, though.
go down. BKB
3-2-2
on
or
leader,
what?
but oh, the
Oh,
Oracle
okay, we
save.
take those.
Where was that for Envy a second ago? Pilot Eye is gonna go down. Universe with the counter kill. Hex still cooling off. Should be like 6-7 seconds. There it is.
The disruption though. You already know.
You already know.
Hands out.
This guy's just a beast, eh?
Is he dead to the urn?
I believe.
No, I don't think he'll
Gonna
take
be
that.
close.
Nope.
Man.
DJ, do you think DJ? I'm so impressed by watching him play. Like, I actually think he has an argument to say like I am the best 4.
That guy's trash.
Damn.
I mean, I will say, you know, there's a 4 that's still playing this game. There's a 4 that's on the couch right
That's
now.
true.
So
That's facts right there. That's factual.
Yeah, that is factual.
That's just That's raw numbers.
Just stating facts.
Statistics.
Yeah, you can take those raw numbers and go deep and know that this Medusa is about to carry after 4th row.
That's true. That's true.
I
I
mean,
mean,
this
Medusa.
Medusa-
This Medusa is scaling real
What are you
deep.
Yeah,
right now,
she
boys.
scales deep.
The only man carrying this game right now is Shadow Demon.
True.
This
That's
man
true.
has put
That's true.
all 9 heroes on his back.
Yeah, but Envy's the one with the brand, so doesn't matter.
What does Brand do?
I'm saying, like,
You have a pretty big brand, Kyle. Like,
I don't know.
did it ever do anything for you?
No.
Exactly.
No one even cares that I have a big brand.
I didn't even know you had a brand.
All I get told, all I get told, all I
Maybe
get
this
told
guy's
is,
a brand.
that's what I mean. All I hear is it's not big enough. No matter what I do.
Because you ain't playing like this guy. This man is he's Shadow Demon is actually won. Like, I would actually give it to this guy safe lane farm for the first 5 minutes, win me the game.
True.
Envy,
That's actually true.
Like, do some pulls and snake some creeps.
True. That's true.
I'm actually getting some ideas for some
Yeah,
next drafts.
I
This is-
can play some
Oh,
Medusa.
all right,
You know
all
what
right,
I'm
all right. Let's
That's why
not
you
get
come to the
ideas. Come
summer.
on.
I might play 5-position Dusa. Roman can play Shadow Demon. This is looking to sound pretty good.
Carry's easy, man. You just hang out.
No, I think it's about time Mojo got a shot.
5-man smoke.
The torrent
They
lands.
catch the torp, but do they know he's there? Apparently not.
Not anymore. A blink on CM, but he is so squishy.
Yeah,
Was that
yeah.
the item?
I
feel
mean,
like
it's a catch item, right?
Oh, Pilot Eye just
he got him.
doing his job right now. It's fine.
I really like the build. I think it was one of you guys went like the drums glimmer on CM. I think that's the way to go almost exclusively. They buy back on Pi. If he were to die, his ability to respawn would be a lie.
All right, guys, make some calls right now. Is this game ending after 3rd Roche or 4th Roche?
We already know 4th row.
I mean, who's even debating the
Like,
third Roche?
Yo, have you been even listening?
Yeah.
No,
Like,
this
real
is a
talk.
this is a 3rd Roche game. I'm calling it right
This
now.
is a
boys.
third? I
Yeah,
mean-
3rd Roche game.
I'll tell you right now. This is a 3rd Roche game if Fnatic gets the Aegis, alright? This is a 4th or 5th Roche game if EG gets it.
No.
Is Fly gonna get jumped here? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's gone. Does he have buy? He
That's
does.
life.
This is a pretty good reset by Fnatic. They know
just feel like
he
he
probably has
can win.
buyback.
The blink dagger coming to play on the CM. Tiny always going to look to open on him at the start of a fight. They get the Lincolns. Hex available now, but I don't think you can make a play for a DOTA with 2 save supports behind him. Nice smoke coming out from the back line.
These fights are just so hard to take
Oh,
out.
smell.
Got purged. They're going to get double silenced here, though.
Where's the real carry, though?
Where's the Shadow Demon?
Yeah, where's the Shadow Demon? Can I get some?
This is a pretty nice Stone Gaze.
Alright, you got
Another
the first
purge
off of the
coming
Blood
out.
Seeker.
The save.
Oh, the save.
my
Okay.
God.
This is why you look at the Shadow Demon, boys.
Lina using himself now. Might be able to blink away after that. No, he will not. Abed's going to get 3 shot. In the meantime, another Hex going out. This time from the Necrophos.
Decent for EG.
Pause.
This is a classic quote-unquote lag.
I don't believe it.
Lag.
You're right now. They're like, oh,
No, it's
okay,
like, get back.
So is Artur
Oh,
gonna
Lord.
die and blame Pause for his death again?
Yeah, I mean,
Is that what we're seeing?
You ready? You know.
All right, Envy in some trouble. Gets the blade mail off. Probably going to go down. He is down. For the count.
So that was a TA buyback. and
Shadow
Arena
Demon no buyback. Envy does have one.
All right, now it's a
Shadow
show
Demon
buy.
has buyback,
They
I
want this
like.
Roshan.
Hey, this is exactly what Fnatic wants, though. They want EG to get the Roche.
Exactly.
Yeah, they definitely, after all their buybacks have been expended, they want the enemy team to get the Roche.
I do like what EG did, though. They understand how this game's got to be played. You have a Yules on crit, 2 hexes now, 1 up on the Necro to complement the TAs as well. I think that they're going to try and abuse mobility and their ability, like skirmishes. Get the pickoffs, force the buybacks. Like,
Yeah, they want the jump.
yeah.
What you want to do is you want to jump a core. You want to bait a response. So you see this Shadow Demon
Yep.
Oracle, and then you want someone else to jump this Shadow Demon Oracle.
And you have to prolong the fights, too. You got to
Yep.
expect the Shadow Demon's going to get disrupt off 2 ultis,
Yeah,
the Oracle
exactly.
ult, the Medusa ult. You need to prolong the fight, keep your cores alive through the breaks, and then, you know, handle them.
But both these teams have wards around Roshan, right?
Oh, close one.
Are there any 4 staffs on Radiant?
Don't think
There's
so.
a
A
pipe,
hex on
right?
the Lina, though.
Alright, that
So
makes
there's
these
a pipe.
hexes on Darius are like way more valuable. No forces.
Universe has been X'd. Super big torrent.
I like that. It's a good rupture target. On the back line, though, they get the Hex off right on top of whoever that is. I think
big
it is
stone
Sumail.
gaze.
He gets the
Sumail.
BKB up, but he's in a lot of trouble. He gets broken through the BKB. He's probably going to go down. Abed
Yeah.
just chunking him, gets torrented.
He had
half
no
HP.
buyback.
No buyback on Sumail?
No
Yeah.
buyback.
That was he
Wow.
bought earlier, right?
Yo,
This is looking like the
ladies
third
and gentlemen,
of
this might be a
4
third
Roshans.
Roche game, boys. This might be a third Roche game.
No. Are you?
And
You guys
he's got him
amateur? Is this
right
an
where he
amateur panel?
What are you
What's
talking
going on?
about, bro?
This is Fnatic.
Yeah,
They're
I
gonna
know.
get the third. They might get this. They might
Okay,
throw
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Even if they get it, they might throw for another 10 minutes. I'm pretty convinced this game's going to a 4th Roshan. That's all I know.
Actually, they're not getting the Roche.
Well,
That's
I
the
would
beauty.
risk my brand against Kyle's. This game's going to a 4th Roshan.
I mean, that's 2 non-existent brands.
It's a low value bet. I don't know what to tell you. Man.
Dude, I would bet everything I have saved for retirement.
Damn.
God, it's a 5th Roche.
What is that like? Some Pop Tarts and 25 cents or what?
Actually, it's I
Oh,
own
man,
a
you
quarter
should
of a
get
gumball machine
Easy getting picked off.
That's decent. That's decent.
and a duck.
A duck. Is it this duck?
This duck right
Yeah.
here?
You want this
I
duck?
bought
Now you can have
Tyrone.
2 ducks for retirement.
Wait, what's the duck's name again?
Tyrone.
Tyrone.
Tyrone? That's an aggressive name for a duck.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What's Crit doing? Is this the play? You think he goes
I
for
mean,
the
he's
kill?
going in for the big plays.
He's making
right
the
here.
play. There's so much in the pit. Did he get anything?
Oh, you got
Oh.
used, boys.
That's actually a
Unfortunate.
huge 3rd Roche, because this gives Abed that refresher shard, or maybe you give it to...
You give it to DOTA. Double
Yeah.
Stone
DOTA?
Gaze is
He also
very
has a,
powerful.
Yeah, he also has the MKB now, so he's starting to do some damage.
he's a monster.
Yeah, but what's a 3rd Roche to a 4th Roche?
Who took Aegis?
What's a
Alina?
goon to a
Bobbit?
goblin?
No.
Tiny.
Universe.
Okay, I was gonna say I feel like they should actually give it to Tiny.
Hmm?
I think Tiny's the best Aegis carrier right now.
Does he have the? What can he drop though?
Who?
Tiny.
What do you mean? He dropped Echo.
Oh.
No, he dropped
Thing is,
Lothar.
that's
No,
the thing.
I-
Like
I
every
agree.
Childblade.
How do you kill Tiny? Because now Tiny can position himself like that extra 300, 500 units
Yeah.
forwards. Like make sure that if anyone's going to go down, it's him. And you have the 2 saves to delay that while
it
you're
just-
DOTA.
you
It
also-
gives him this freedom to jump whoever,
Yeah.
right?
He,
And
he also
just
wants to
starts
hit the
fight.
buildings, right?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
This hero does a lot of buildings.
I feel like a lot of amateur teams might give it to Alina, but if he dies once in a poor spot, he's going to die again.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything, right?
Yep.
You want your frontliners to survive as long as possible. This is how Lina survives. Tiny's alive, right?
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
I like it. I think he'll probably swap it for the BKB and you know, when he dies, he'll put the BKB back in. He doesn't really lose any value. You're never going to pop BKB before Aegis. I mean, it depends what he wants to do, right? But this DOTA probably doesn't want to drop anything. You definitely don't want Aegis on DOTA. It's not huge value this game.
Actually, on that subject,
With double saves.
you can actually get punished very hard for that. There's a lot of core players, especially NA core players, who are very greedy with this BKB stuff. And when you swap your BKB out for Aegis, you will never get the BKB off on time by the time you respawn, because the Aegis respawns in 5, BKB takes 6 from the backpack, and you will actually die if the enemy team is like aware of this. You will die to the stun that comes out the moment you respawn.
I also feel like you want most times to use BKB before Aegis procs.
I think so as well.
You wanted to like take the fight and have the Aegis. You know, you're coming up in the middle of it, not oh I got initiated on. I saved BKB because I'm gonna respawn, and they essentially get a free pick off on you and then disengage.
You actually want to take the strongest fight possible.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking this game, right? The way Tiny dies is he gets like jump hexed by something, right?
Yeah.
Like.
I mean, I'm just saying, this Shadow Demon has 4 disruptions and 6 purges, boys.
That's 10 spells.
How much is that?
That's a goddamn
That sounds
lot.
like
That's a lot of
that
spells,
sounds like
boys.
the Summit 10
Oh,
number of
XX,
spells.
boys.
The triple X spell count.
He has double triple X. He's the sequel too.
I don't even. Have you ever even casted 10 spells in a game, Mojo? I mean, that's a lot of spells. That's a lot of spells to cast. You gotta click a lot of buttons.
Mojo casted a lot of spells in that Techies game.
What if you just panic? You just like disrupt like 4 people at once, and you just purge like some dude like 5 times.
If he ever disrupts himself, it's gonna get real awkward,
that's the
boys.
biggest panic, isn't it? You just double click yourself. You have all these. You're like, oh, 4
And then you have like 7 purges. You're like, oh god, I'm in disrupt.
Like no joke. Sometimes in these like very high tense matches, like especially at TI, right? When you're in this position, you actually have so many spells you can cast. There's a risk that you can overthink it, right? You're like, oh, I want to purge this guy and this guy, and oh, if this guy shows, I'll purge him and like disrupt him. If they cast boat, I can disrupt it because I have 3 more, and like you're thinking of all this, and then your guy gets hexed and dies, and you're like, oh.
Shit.
If he's going for the efficiency,
I should have been there.
If he's going for the efficiency as well, you know, he wants to use all his spells before using the refresher. So everything.
It's 20 spells.
Yeah,
that's way too much, man.
Not to mention all the actives in his inventory too.
In the middle of everything, he's also throwing out poisons.
So who incorrectly said this would be a 3-rush game? Because it's not like Fnatic's going to push. Fnatic's not going to push with this Aegis. I said 5.
You said 5?
I said 5.
I think it was clear, guys.
I'm changing my count.
I
to
believe
6.
it was SVG who said that.
Yeah.
Oh, we have initiation, and that's a dead Oracle. You got a purge on top of the Bloodseeker. He has become a creep. In the meantime, there is a Hex on the side. He gets the BKB up before the event stun can land. Now the Necro ult to come up as well.
The carry just died. He's dead for 2.
Shattering is dead for literally forever. In the meantime, Tiny in a lot of trouble. He gets the BKB up, but Sumail too low. Out of the fight, has completed the Daedalus. No buyback available on him. A blink on Artur. He's going forward. I don't know if that's the item. He doesn't have a stun. He's going to run straight up into the face of a bed. The Yules comes off.
Not a strong fight for Fnatic because their carry is dead.
Yeah, their carry is indeed dead.
CM gets the ult off. The Aegis respawn. Tiny comes right back into his death.
Did I not say this was a 3rd Roche fucking game, boys?
The 3rd Roche.
Did I not say this was a 3rd
What
Roche
you
game?
don't realize is that Fnatic, you might question, does Fnatic know what they're doing? Yes, they do know exactly what they're doing. They're throwing that fight so that they can prolong the game, get EG into a false sense of security, lose 2 racks, come back, take the 4th Roche.
But leading up to the 5th Roche.
The 5th Roche, where they win the game.
Yes.
That's right, Mojo.
That's true.
I mean, if you don't think this game is going to go on for another 30 minutes, you're delusional. That's all I have to say.
All right.
Or it might just end here, you know? I'm going to cover my bases.
Yeah. It might just end here. You know,
It might just end here.
I mean, guys, the buybacks are up.
Yeah, the
All you need is Shadow Demon buyback available?
Nah, he doesn't have money.
No money?
No, he's spent all his money carrying this whole game. You know, he can't have a bank for everything.
If you kill the Oracle here, Hex on the back line. Wait, that's not. Where's he? What's he doing? That's a dead Necro, isn't it? Nope, he's alive.
He's getting tossed though.
He's getting. The boat's late. Tiny in trouble, but he gets Oracle ulted. That means he's invisible as well. In the meantime, Artur forced to flee.
That's sideways.
Is that a triple boat? That was a triple boat.
That was
the whole fleet
the
came through. The Santa Maria, the Pinta, and the Mayflower right on top of Fnatic, but unfortunately, Necrophos already dead. Oracle's going to go down as well. A bed hitting people 5 heroes alive. Everybody's buying back on EG. A TP back in
He
from
almost
S4's
killed that
Necro.
range creep.
They got to do this fast before DJ's Shadow
Yeah,
Demon
you
comes
need to
back
stall this
online.
game so their carry can respawn. Like,
2-man Torrent. When's the fleet coming back on?
there's no BKBs on both
Hex
sides.
inside,
Oh,
the Scythe on
Envy
the
is
Medusa.
dead.
Will that be enough? No,
Oh,
it's not.
oh,
He has no buyback. Medusa goes down, but Necro no buyback either. He's going to escape just barely. He's healing thanks to the Ghost Shroud plus that last hit. Tiny goes down.
wait.
He's got no buyback.
Wait a second though, Shadow Demon's up in 25. I'm pretty sure you can
They're
do
in the
something.
base.
Oh,
But the Ghost Scepter purchase
Alright.
from Abed's going to keep him alive. Sumail takes one for the team. In the meantime, they're still diving the base. Abed, Blood Rage heal. They finish it off. We were wrong. Who was right? Was anyone? EG wins.
Great summary, Kyle. Great summary. 10 out of 10.
That was good. That was good.
No, you know, in the end,
I believe that, that beautifully sums up this game.
Yeah,
Does
yeah.
anyone EG wins?
yeah, that's just how it is. Yeah,
Does,
sometimes.
does anyone?
Does anyone?
Does anyone EG wins? Anyone here?
No,
No?
and it's a
Alright.
cycle that continues. Like EG wins, but does anyone really?
So according to Sumail's prediction, they've just won the entire best of 5.
and we can just pack it up now. They can
Just
catch this
call
flight.
it. They can go their Uber, bike, whatever, ride back down to Alameda. Fnatic doesn't look super happy, but I think they actually played that game fairly well based on the position they were in.
Honestly,
agree.
man, this team has an uncanny ability to drag out games to the point where like they can use some of these deep scaling heroes to make it look like they're gonna mount a comeback.
What is deep scale?
I don't know, man.
What is like deep
Bro,
water?
that's your
Horizon or
coach.
something?
Yeah.
I got no clue.
You guys,
I mean,
you
just
guys
because he's my
constantly-
coach
it's-
doesn't mean I know what the hell he's saying.
Maybe he's talking about- He's saying we got to go out into deep space, right? Harvest the ideas
Yeah.
from unexplored.
These
All
are
right, so
these
what
are-
ideas would you harvest from that game and tell Fnatic, yo, game 2, coming in strong. Here's what you want to adjust. Here's what you want to fix. Kyle,
I got no idea.
this is why Kyle's not currently coaching a team, boys.
Oh, no, you're
Maybe
just hating,
this
man.
is something I don't believe in speaking. You know, there's people that speak because they have to say something and others because they have something to say. And I just believe that,
Oh.
you know, if I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about,
This
why
is that,
keep
man.
blabbing?
So you would just give them a morale boost with your presence, is what you're saying.
Look, I don't understand. I don't even know if Fnatic understands what they do. Like, Owie, if I'm Owie, I'm going to go in there and just talk like some, like, metaphysical life coach. Like, guys,
I'm looking forward to this. I'll give this guy like 10 seconds to think of what the hell he's going to say. Yo, is
there's
this
obviously, look, if this were written, it would be asterisk, dramatic pause,
Yeah.
asterisk. I don't really know how we got this far.
Happening.
I don't really know what you're doing. All I know
does
is
anyone
you
know
need to believe.
EG is on?
EG win. But
Does
Well, like,
anyone EG win?
You just say loudly, what do you believe in?
Eternal Envy.
Then keep doing that.
Keep doing Eternal Envy, Fnatic.
Just believe.
I mean,
Faith, prosperity, chastity.
Chastity?
Chastity.
Yo, this man is
Yo,
going into a
now
deep
I know,
hole
now
right
I
now.
know
That's
you're
what I
talking
know.
BS. Even you don't believe in chastity. I don't know.
Post-game stats. I mean, do we have the carry comparison?
Yo, honestly though, I'm pretty sure AOI, you know, when he's talking to the team, he's probably like, "Yo, Envy, you guys fucked up. You're supposed to give them the third Roche.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's what
like,
I would say.
We're not supposed to get these Aegises, guys. It made us overextend.
Yes, like the
right.
fact
Like we took that
yeah.
fight thinking we could win, but then we just got wiped because we weren't in our base. We were supposed to give them the Aegis, let them come into us.
Maybe they
Then we got into fourth Aegis.
maybe they lost count. Maybe they thought that was the 4th Roshan. And it was actually the 3rd.
Because you don't know. Because you're like,
Yeah,
wait,
the
shit,
game's
did we have a
too
refresher?
hectic.
Did they use one
I mean,
already?
they're busy counting disruptions and purges, and they're like 4s and
Dude.
6s, and
It's
Kyle's
like-
over here with 10s
Bro.
and 20s, and they're like, is this the 3rd or 4th
Dude,
Roche?
you ever see
I don't
that-
know anything anymore.
You ever see battle jugglers?
Battle what?
Battle juggling.
Oh,
all right?
yeah.
You're on stage and you're juggling, and as you're juggling, you're trying to fuck up the other people that are juggling too. The last one left juggling wins.
Mojo just fucks himself up. But
Yeah, just like he can't keep
I can't even juggle. Like,
That's what he's saying.
Mojo's a solo battle juggler. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Just how long can he last against himself?
Trying to deep scale. It's
Yeah.
a mystery.
On deep scale. Why not? Jack, why don't we get Jack to help us diffuse this situation, though?
Oh, I got the best diffuser for the situation. I just created the signups for the first
Oh.
inaugural
Is it happening?
cornhole major. That's going down tonight. So, first come, first serve, 16-team
You already
double
know.
elimination, like how a real major should do it. Sign up, and, we're going to do
Alright.
some battling under the lights tonight.
You want to just write me and Avery in, like, under
Is
champion?
it-
Yeah,
that
you may
your
as well
spot?
just put us in the winners
Yeah.
finals. Like,
Can you just give us, like, the LGD
Whoa,
advantage?
you're not LGD. Yeah,
You know where I'm going.
Yeah.
get out of here, Grant. Like, Grant's talking shit like he's gonna show up.
Grant, get on the mic real quick. You got something to say?
Grant, I'm
Do you have
sorry.
something to say?
Grant, I'm sorry, but EG's got a flight out. Your boy Sumail's not going to be around,
Avery,
so...
I'm just saying, Kyle held you down yesterday. You know, I'm kind of
Held
a
him.
bandager. Yo, Avery, come on, be my teammate.
Manager.
Yo, Grant, if you're looking for a teammate, I'm available.
Yo, what's
Yeah,
up,
if you
everyone?
wanna lose,
Also,
yeah.
everyone, that was game number 1, Fnatic versus EG. When we come back, game number 2.
Are you sending this? You can't send my panel to
Bro,
a break.
you've been over here talking about fucking deep scaling for fucking
I mean, to be
16
fair, that was me and
hours.
Avery, but
Yo, I
Yeah.
believe Kyle's host privileges just got deep scaled out of the fucking room. You know what I'm saying? They're way deep scaled over there somewhere.
We're done.